So I've always been fascinated with Egypt. The food, the people, the culture. But did you know that there might be pyramids in Antarctica? What up, Germs? My name is Summer. I'm a millennial, plant mom, and super awkward Virgo. I'm not a scientist or anything else cool. Instead, on this channel, I dive into the rabbit hole that is YouTube to discover people who are actually smart and bring to you topics of which I have zero knowledge. If that sounds like something you can vibe with, consider subscribing and welcome to the first episode of I Don't Know. So I've always envisioned myself like being in Egypt and going out on some super cool archaeological dig, right? Like exploring and sort of discovering a new tomb that has mystery and treasure and curses. I'm through! But instead, I studied art and then politics. So
you need to leave. That is disgusting.
But as of a few days ago, I learned that there may be pyramids in Antarctica. So by now you're probably thinking, how is this even possible? What's the first place that you automatically think of when you think about pyramids? Egypt, right? So when I came across this video that was just like, yeah, there may be some pyramids in Antarctica, I'm like, first of all, nobody lives there, okay? Nobody lives there, it's cold. But did you also know that there are pyramids here and here, Iraq, Guatemala, Italy? But seriously, did you know that Italy had a pyramid built in 12 BC? Yeah. Before him. Exactly, me neither. So let's explore these pyramids that are potentially in Antarctica, right? Because there's some dispute. There are a gang of earth scientists that's like, nah, that can't be true. There can't be pyramids in Antarctica. First of all, it's ice sheets. Second of all, it gets cold. I think the temperature gets to be like negative 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds up to 100, up and above 100 miles per hour, thick ice, no vegetation, no inhabitants. So where the pyramids come from? Well, there may be an explanation. So in 2016, there were some German researchers who went out to Antarctica and they was just like, well, let's check this out, right? Because in 2017, they discovered this pyramid. But then in 2016, the German researchers was like, but wait, they telling us that this is impossible. But what we can do is drill in the Arctic seafloor. And if we drill in the seafloor, that will give us a record of everything that's taken place. So they were kind of shocked, right? Instead of this alien-like frozen tundra with cores of thick layers of ice and rock and maybe even ash, instead, it looked more like this.
Welcome to our humble home.
You live here?
We live wherever we want. Yup, home is where your rump rests.
It's beautiful.
Making it totally possible that ancient settlers may have been able to construct a whole ass pyramid on Antarctica. So I'm constantly amazed at the number of researchers and scientists who seem to have it all figured out, right? They kind of tell us this information and they don't challenge us to think and maybe even consider the possibility that maybe people actually lived here and maybe they took the time to build a pyramid. So what do you think? Do you think it's possible that it was ancient ancestors? Do you think that this is just like a naturally occurring mountain that the snow and sort of, you know, the landscape created naturally? I will say though, the dimensions of this pyramid are considered to be too perfect to have been naturally made. So that's something else to consider. So do you think it was ancient settlers? Do you think it was just a naturally occurring mountain in this particular landscape? Or do you think it was aliens?